Did you ever consider sending Mark an email or like a message or a phone call when they first started copying some of your core features like the story feature?
No, we didn't do that. I think, one of the things that I really admire about Kevin's System is when they copied the stories feature, they stopped pretending that they were doing anything different. I mean, with things like Poke, they tried to sort of pass it off as their own creation. Oh, we're doing it a little bit differently. With stories, Kevin's System came out and just said, hey, we think this is a really great feature, or this is a really great product, and like we're going to steal it and put it in Instagram, and we think you're going to love it. And I think the honesty at least was admirable.
Do you feel a sense of injustice when someone steals your idea like that?
No, not at all. I mean that is sort of I'm sure you know the saying, like, great artists steal. I think like one of the things about our industry is that people are constantly being inspired by one another. I mean, in the very early days, I went to visit ByteDance when they only had Toutiao, the app Toutiao, which was a newsfeed app essentially, but it was backed by AI, by ML. And when I saw that, that was really inspiring to me. And we made a big change to our product. We actually separated out all of the creator and publisher content from from stories from friends. And we said, hey, unlike social media where you're seeing content based on what your friends like or what your friends comment on Snapchat, we're going to do ML driven recommendations. So you'll have content from your friends, but then you're going to have this whole other world of content from creators and publishers that's going to be recommended based on your interests and what you're passionate about. And so I do think like drawing inspiration from other companies and other businesses is part of innovating. So I think it's a part of the game, but it definitely showed us that if we're going to innovate, if we're going to make new products, we ought to make things that are really difficult to copy, that take a long time to copy, that are really hard to do. Because if you go after really difficult and hard things, it's much harder for these large companies to just copy them.
Because I'm thinking about so many founders that I know that have started businesses, and it might be anything from a t-shirt company to maybe it's a podcast, and they're dealing with people copying their ideas. And sometimes they react really badly and they take to social media and they post both and say, look, this person copied us, and they tag the brand. What advice would you give to founders that are being knocked off?
I think it's really important to very, very quickly evolve from being just a product or just a feature to becoming a platform or an ecosystem. And so what I